Colt, usually at the beginning of a season in October, the games are few and far between, a lot of practices. I'm wondering what it's been like to start a season with just essentially a game every other day.
Yeah, completely different from what anybody's used to. You kind of are able to work on systems, hash things out in practice. If the team's struggling in a certain area, you have a couple days to work on it. But here, you're just right back in the mix a couple days later, or even the next night. So it's really important to dive into the details and trying to be a perfectionist. And it takes a complete buy-in from everybody to play the right way. So we can come out on top each and every night.
How much does that rely on team skill and individual skill, even more than that cohesiveness of structure or system play?
Well, I think it's more of, obviously skill individually and team wise, it's important, but to be willing to do whatever it takes, the little details for the team. If you're hemming you got a shift and you hem them in the offensive zone, and it's easy to stay out there and try and get that goal yourself or as a line. But the right play might be to get a change and get a fresh pair of legs out there so you can keep working on them. And that's probably the most important thing, is a complete team buy-in to playing the right way and not overexerting yourself, because everybody knows we play the next night too, so it's important to stay fresh.
Next question goes to Nick Barden. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Colt. I was just wondering, overall, and I know it's early in the season, how have you thought your game has gone so far?
It's first 10 games of the year, and I'm not putting up the production that I may have liked, but we got a winning record, and I think there's areas of my game that I'm playing pretty solid in, and I just gotta stay focused on doing the little things right for the team. And I'm confident that if I keep playing well, the chances are still gonna find their way to me. And once it starts going in the back of the net for me, I hope it continues. But that's kind of not the main focus yet.
2 more questions. Next question goes to Lance Hornby. Go ahead, Lance.
You hear me, Colt? Can you hear
Yeah.
me, Colt? Okay, thanks. I just wondered, talk about your journey so far in your hockey career from Manitoba, Western Michigan, a year in Newfoundland, and here. What's it been like? You've had quite the education in a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's kind of been all over the map. We've seen a lot of different places, and it's been a wild but fun ride. And it's hard to picture myself doing anything differently. I've enjoyed every second of it, and I think a year in the coast really helped develop my game. Just get more confident in being able to play at the professional level coming out of college. And college hockey is great hockey, but each and every step is a big jump no matter where you're going. So just kind of getting into it, get the feet wet, and now playing in the AHL and playing alongside NHL players at pretty much every night. It's a privilege, and happy to be here.
Can I ask about your first name? Is it short for Colton, and what's the origin of it?
No, it's just Colt, and it actually comes off the gun, the Colt 45 6-shooter. A lot of people think it's from the baby foal, because I'm from a horse farm, but realistically, it's from the 6-shooter.
Okay, so somebody in the family was a Western fan or something like that, or?
Yeah, my dad's side of the family's grown up with horses, big farmers, and he's always kind of been into horses, been into Western movies and everything. So just right off the bat called me Colt 6-shooter. And that was kind of my name for growing up, was shooter, or, 6-shooter, whatever. It's just, I get that question a lot, actually. It's weird.
That's a good story. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And last question goes to David Sisk. Go ahead, David.
Hey, Colt, thanks for doing this. I was just wondering if you could talk a little bit about the addition of Alex Galchenyuk and what you think he's really brought to the roster in just a couple of games.
He's a great player. He brings a lot of skill and a lot of offensive power, obviously, and he plays the game the right way. He works hard in the defensive zone, and the things he does out there on the offensive side of the puck. Their first game back in over a month, and he's going between the legs on the power play for a pass to the top. So, that's kind of things that a guy like that can make, and you're just sitting back and trying to enjoy it all.